Hello, 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 hello. Beautiful afternoon, actually evening. Sun's going down. You kind of see the sun, last of the sun back behind my backyard here. Anyway, I was sitting out here thinking of Juan and thinking of the trajectory of what we went through with Juan, the first steps and things he had to do when he was diagnosed with ALS. And one of the first things he had to do was remove his amalgams because the mercury in your teeth is toxic, and the toxicity in his body was not healthy for him. So that's the first thing we did. Then we went to see a spine doctor, someone that basically diagnosed Juan with cervical spondylosis. Juan has a couple of herniated discs, and basically said to Juan, hey, give me $15,000 and I'll fix a problem for you and you won't have ALS anymore. But, you know, we didn't fall for that, so we said nope. Then we went to Mexico, and in Mexico we saw a kinesiologist. A kinesiologist is somebody who understands human movement. He was, you know, at a loss as well. And we also saw in Mexico another neurologist, and both the kinesiologist and neurologist pretty much were at a loss. They didn't really have anything to say to Juan. But the truth is that what Juan wanted to hear is that there's a cure, and it was really hard to hear anything else. But we continued our search, and we stayed in Mexico, and we did some dieting. We saw a doctor at Vida Sana, and he put Juan on a strict vegetable and fruit diet, like a vegan diet, which is pretty cool. And around the same time in San Diego, we went to Optimum Health Institute, where we became raw vegans, both Juan and I. But the problem with raw veganism is that for someone like Juan with ALS, he was losing a lot of weight. So he needed more protein, so he quickly chose to eat organic meats, and everything he was eating was organic, and it got really expensive. Yeah, expenses are booming up while you're trying all these alternative healings. You know, but where there's a will, there's a way. Somebody always jumped in to try to help out or carry the bill or something like that. Juan was lucky in that sense. So what I highly recommend is that you find a nutritionist from the get-go. Ask somebody, you know, or ask the ALS Association if they can recommend a good nutritionist, and really ask them to guide you on what the best diet or what's the best way of eating for someone with ALS is. But from there, we sought alternative healings. We did acupuncture, and that was Juan's favorite because we loved the person, Mommy, who was there, and she was really taking care of Juan, and Juan felt good. And Juan wanted to be around people where he felt good, and she really made him feel good. But other than that, you know, there's a bunch of other alternative healings that we did, or methods we sought, and we just continued pushing. And the result of all this was that you can't stand around and wait for a cure to come around. You have to go find the cure, and in the process, you'll pick up some nuggets, and maybe you won't get the answers you want, but you'll build connections and you'll build resources, and you'll have a list of lasting relationships, and things will start making a little more sense after seeking ways. So I advise you, don't sit around. You seek other ways, you search, you ask, you find resources, and hopefully things will happen for you. Peace and blessings.